And it's called Why Dating Me is Like a Major League Baseball World Series Game featuring the Kansas City Royals. It's a thing. Here we go. I'm sorry to everyone who's ever maybe possibly considered thought of falling in love with me. Don't do it. I told you confidence is the most attractive thing to me. The last time we had a fight, when you were under pressure, you put a shortstop on the pitching mound as a way to save your best pitcher for tomorrow. I lost all faith in your ability to make calls in a fragile game. What I'm trying to say here is never in the history of baseball has a field position been used on the pitching mound. It's like you're a catcher sending signals to me as shortstop on the pitching mound. So when I pitch a ball you don't like, I will remind you I wasn't meant for this position. I'm not versed in the box of a world you've built shelter behind. I belong between second and third base, preventing runners to go any further. In my life, I don't let anyone take it all the way home. I tell you that dating me is like a Kansas City Royals game. That 9 innings was just warm-up. But I'll give you 7, amazing. But I'll give you 7 innings to let you believe you're gonna win it. 7, the number that changes everything, so much so I inked it into my left arm because I heard once that when you get married, you put your wedding ring on the left hand, because there are veins that run directly to the heart, and I can't let you in that easily. I promise you, I'm the hardest heart to put away in the game. You'll get frustrated at how hard I make it for you to love me. You will try to strike me out pitch after pitch. I will continue to swing until this game results in a walk-off. If you're not willing to fight for me, I will pitch a shutout. But in the case you do fight tooth and nail, pull out Bertolo Cologne from the depths of the back of your bullpen. When you find ways to sneak yourself onto loaded bases, I will have a game plan by the 7th. I once dated a guy named Adam Irwin, and so I told him there have only been 11 players whose last names begin with the letter I who have played in the World Series. Only 4 of them played in multiple World Series. Those ratios are not in your favor, and if you're not playing to take the crown, then what are you really doing here? If you guys don't get baseball references, it's okay. You once said in a flirting fashion that I wouldn't be able to keep up with you. So I said, on October 26, 1985, Game 6 with the Royals trailing the St. Louis Cardinals 3-2 in games. In the bottom of the 9th inning, it went like this. Jorge Orta singles off Todd Whirl, Steve Balboni singles to the left, Jim Stunberg bunts into a force at third, the runners move up on a pass ball, pinch hitter Hal McRae gets walked to the loaded bases, and pinch hitter Dane Yorg singles to the right to drive home and tie the winning runs, and I turned to you and said, trust me, I know a thing or two about keeping up. Understand that dating me is simple. 3 strikes equals an out. That the way home is via the base paths. You will tell me that I'm not easy to understand. And I will say to you that you don't appreciate that the devil is in the details, that loving me is like entire athletic operas that are being performed through glances exchanged and glances avoided, seemingly neurotic adjustments in gear, balls dropped and misthrown. What you will see upon careful examination of the game is that what at first seemed arbitrary is in fact well orchestrated. A foul ball is not insignificant, but an expression of the battle raging between you and I, like a left fielder who once looked to be pacing in boredom in the outfield is not only keeping his blood pumping in the chilly October air, but positioning himself to discourage the base runner on third who is angling home. Getting the game of baseball requires the same sort of diligence and patience demanded of the players themselves. The game of baseball is not unlike a lifelong, well-worn, comfortable love affair, and after time you know what to expect, but you can never predict what will happen. But when I finally let you win, you will also learn to forgive me for how hard I make it for you to love me. Thank you.